and to do that, okay? You're an adult, you're grown up.
Can we speed it up because I do have kids?
Okay, so can we please get this done?
Well, no, because the kids...
What?
No, we can stay out here. We can stay out here.
Allegations. Do we know how the child's doing, if the child's still alive?
The incident began on August 27, 2025. Just after 7 a.m., officers with Palm Bay Police in Florida responded to a call from 41-year-old Laura Forsig. She told dispatchers that her 42-year-old husband, Nathan, was suffering from a mental breakdown and could be a threat to her and their 6 children. But when officers arrived at the home, they quickly sensed that something wasn't right. And what unfolded that morning would turn out to be only the beginning.
What transpired today?
Today I woke up and realized she was trying to get her dad to kill me.
Who was trying to kill you?
Laura was, I asked her, what did you tell your dad yesterday? Get the police to tell me. She wouldn't tell me.
The police came out here yesterday?
Yes.
For what?
You can check the record.
Well, our numerics are showing a different address.
Okay,
so.
I made a mistake. Yeah, I talked to 3 different officers for multiple hours, for like maybe 30 minutes. They did the whole test of me. Because what she's telling them is that I'm on meth. I am not on meth.
Are you on any drugs or any alcohol or anything like that?
She's fucking trying to be crazy. That's when I get away from. I actually feel calmer talking to you than being around her as a person. You don't know.
I got you. Obviously, you know you're.
I'm the abuser. So we had CPS here 2 months ago, and that kind of started my brain to kind of shake.
Yeah. Just remain. Listen. Remain calm, okay?
I'm worried about the kids. I'm not worried about the kids.
Listen. The kids are gonna be safe, okay? We're here, okay? We're gonna talk with her.
Is there anything you could do to allow me to sit and just breathe?
Yes, go ahead, man. Take a seat.
Nathan continues to insist that Laura had her father show up with a gun and tried to have him arrested on false accusations. So officers head inside the house to speak with her, but her version of events tells a very different story.
Yeah, my husband is having a psychotic break. Unfortunately, I've never seen this before.
So you called the fire department for him?
No, I called 911. I have a friend who's had experience with schizophrenic people.
Does anyone need medical help?
That's what we're trying to figure out.
Yes, my husband needs
For
medical
what?
attention for a psychotic break due to schizophrenia.
Okay, we just want to make sure what's going on in regards to the medical side. So
He has unfortunately lost.
So no one needs medical.
Nope.
No.
Not here. Being injured. Just he needs a psychiatric.
All right, so we need to know it because they're down the street waiting. So
he needs a psychiatric evaluation.
Okay. So why are you saying that he needs to be? Who's asking? What happened today?
Well, it started a couple of weeks ago. He has work stress, and work stress was bringing on a manic episode, and that turned into paranoid delusions. He had a therapy appointment, an emergency therapy appointment on Monday. I thought that talk therapy would be enough, but he's now convinced that I'm going to kill him, or...
He's on medication?
No, he's just self-medicating with marijuana from the state program.
So he's not prescribed, does he see a doctor?
Just a therapist.
A therapist?
And
when did he see the therapist?
Like I said, emergency meeting on Monday. His regular meeting was last Friday. He was supposed to have talk therapy.
And he's getting, is today different from any other day?
Yes.
And why is it different today?
So my parents called in a welfare check. They live in Jupiter. They called in a welfare check last night. And the police came last night, and I told them that he just needs sleep. And I did not feel threatened at that point. But after that visit, he was convinced, because you all have guns, he's convinced that my dad is trying to get him killed. And then that translates to, I'm trying to get him killed. And so this morning he took my phone. He told me that he wasn't going to work. He doesn't have any. I just called his boss and left his boss a message. He doesn't have any sick time or vacation time left. So
is it? I don't know if you said this. So forgive me if I didn't hear it. But is he diagnosed with anything medical?
He's diagnosed with autism and ADHD. It's suspected schizophrenia.
Outside the home, Nathan insists he isn't the problem and instead shifts the blame onto Laura, claiming she has bipolar disorder and is the one endangering their children.
My fear is a Susan Sarandon thing where she drowns the kids. Because my hunch, I have no proof, is that if she goes on medication, she's going to have conscience and guilt of the shit she's done over her entire life, and it's going to drive her to suicide. And that's why they've been telling me she needs to be under psychiatric evaluation if she gets treatment. I'm saying, so the past, she's almost accidentally killed 3 of our kids.
How?
One kid, when I went to work in 2000-something, she said, I was at work, she said she gave her an Advil bottle as a rattle and went and took a shower. and the kid took the whole Advil bottle, and there's a documented record, ER record in Columbus, Ohio, 2000. I have to think about it, but these are things. I'm not crazy. And the kid was in a coma for a day, and they thought I was crazy. They did the whole, Nathan, are you on drugs? And I'm like, God, it's Advil. She gave the kid Advil, not opiates, and they finally treated and saved the kid's life. And then there was number two.
What else happened?
I don't want to think about it anymore.
Meanwhile, the officers who interviewed Laura meet back up with the sergeant, comparing her statements with Nathan's version of events. As the pieces start to conflict, they're forced to decide what happens next.
So he's diagnosed with autism, not diagnosed with schizophrenic. He takes prescribed marijuana. He's been recently prescribed a higher dose, but he hasn't been taking anything abnormal amount, like excessive amount. She just said that yesterday we were out here, and he didn't meet the criteria. She didn't want to do anything about it. And now we're out here again, she's saying, and that she basically wants him to go see a doctor. She says out of nowhere he just starts being acting like people are like schizophrenic, like people are after him. That she said that he was going to lock her out of the house, and that there's apparently 6 kids in there. And she said that he needs to go see somebody. Now she says she can go with the kids today to go to a family's house to leave, but she says she's worried that if he doesn't get Baker Act, that he will come in.
Yeah, but he doesn't really meet the criteria.
Yeah. So I was explaining to her about the whole
Like, has he tried to hit her?
No.
Has he been a harm to anyone?
No. So
he just grabbed her phone.
Grabbed her phone and just doing things that are odd.
Yeah.
And kind of saying things.
And he's saying that he grabbed the phone because he didn't want her calling her dad, because that last time the dad came down here, he came
Officers
with a
eventually
gun.
persuade Nathan to voluntarily
And he's
seek
saying,
treatment
I
at a
don't want
local
a gun
mental
in my
health
house,
facility,
but there's
where he's
nothing
later
that he's
placed under an
saying
involuntary
that
hold.
would lead us to believe
But the situation is far
he
from
needs to be
over,
Baker
because what
Act,
officers
where
witnessed
he's a
inside
harm
that
to
home
anyone.
continues
Right,
to trouble them,
right.
So
prompting a
that's where
return
I'm
visit
at.
of
I
the
mean,
child
he's
services to
20,
speak with
but-
Laura
I
again.
figured something up. So based off her statement, I was telling him, don't think there's anything there, and I kind of explained it to her out
Does
loud.
she want to get things right now while we keep him
Yeah,
out
I'll ask her.
and get her
get
and the
going.
kids going?
Yep.
Because right now,
Yeah, I explained to him that good idea to at least just do a DCF referral regarding to. I was explaining to him why. So you have a couple of things going on. Obviously, the family next to the house. There's 6 kids in there, and the issue between both of them. So definitely a DCF referral. I told her.
does she seem to signal 20 as well?
A little
or
bit.
just concerned?
Yeah, she seems
a little bit
distraught, concerned.
Yeah. Like she rambles on and like.
And I guess she's pregnant with their 7th child. At least that's what he's saying.
I know that. Yeah.
They're probably in the need for services like daycare and stuff like that.
Yep.
That would probably help the stress component. So yes, I believe the DCF referral is good.
Yep. That's what I was explaining to him. At least bare minimum, we're doing that.
Yeah.
So I'll go explain to CC.
And just make sure like there's food in the house, there's working utilities,
Yep.
and then from there, just see if she wants. Tell her like she just needs enough for like today. We're not gonna be here forever. We'll do a standby. She wants to get the kids together and in the car, but we're not gonna give her a lot of time for that.
Okay.
Officers return inside to check on the children, but Laura only allows them into limited areas of the home while preparing the kids to leave for her parents' house. Meanwhile outside, Nathan starts revealing what he describes as a disturbing family secret.
What I believe, I have no evidence of a family secret that long time ago makes sense. Her brother, I believe, she molested her brother, adopted brother, and that's why he doesn't talk to her. It's it makes sense with what the CPS people have told me. So I wanted in-house women to see have eyes on the kids while I was working. This is how she reacted, was flipping the fuck out. And I'm the crazy one.
I got you. Well,
it's crazy to don't you agree? I have money. I'm willing to pay people, anyone, to just come in and sit and just watch the kids, make sure they don't die. Isn't this crazy?
I mean, that's a discussion that you have to have with your wife.
I did have it with her, and when she does the psychological chess game.
But the moment Nathan sees Laura leaving with the kids, his entire demeanor changes.
Let's not have her drive with the kids. I'm gonna go ahead and request. We have a warrant for that issue. Get a lawyer here. We're gonna have that happen. I don't want to.
No, I can't stop her from driving. Okay.
No,
listen to me, Nathan. Think about your kids. They're going to breakfast. Okay. They want to get out of the environment so they can refresh.
Okay.
So everyone can refresh. Okay.
Okay.
You understand?
I understand. Got all 6 kids?
She's gonna have all 6 kids. Okay.
Okay. The goal for this week was to get child care help in the home. Why
So while she's at breakfast, maybe you can work on that. Okay?
Thank you.
Maybe you can work on that. You can work on contacting
It's
a
just,
lawyer. So then you have no distractions on handling what you need to do.
Is she going to be with all 6 kids in the car? That's not safe. As a father, I'm going to...
They're in a minivan. They're fine.
No,
Trust me, my brother-in-law has 9
is
kids.
anyone following her?
No one has to follow her.
So,
Nathan.
there's water. She can drive into the water.
She's not going to drive into the water.
Do you know that about? Do you know her?
I don't know her, but she's not going to drive into the water. I can't. I don't know the future. Do you
listen? Do you understand what I'm saying? She has all 6 of my kids in one car. This is not something I'm comfortable with as a father. I've witnessed her behavior in the past. Can we please just? I'm okay with her leaving with the kids. Can we just make sure she doesn't drive off into a lake?
We'll follow her out.
Thank you.
Okay.
Then I'm okay with that.
All right.
Okay.
Officers eventually persuade Nathan to voluntarily seek treatment at a local mental health facility, where he's later placed under an involuntary hold. But the situation is far from over, because what officers witnessed inside that home continues to trouble them, prompting a return visit with Child Services to speak with Laura again.
So, 2 priors in the past for Florida, 1 past in Georgia, all for environmental hazards, always smelling dirty, disgusting, you know the drill.
Yep.
Always urine. That's like the number 1 thing, urine and feces. Past 2 cases for Florida, we were not allowed inside. They refused. Both times they told us get off our property, you know, all the whole 9 yards. Father believes that there's an affair going on, like 5-hour lunches with the mother and some other random guy. She flew in from California. He's the breadwinner. He works. He's the only one. He works from home. She doesn't work. She has like a minimal social media jobs, I believe he was saying. All 6 kids, nonverbal, autistic. There's something with nudity going on in the house. Like, they want a babysitter who's okay with all that kind of stuff and who's trained in all that.
When they finally speak to Laura, they find that she's far less cooperative than she was earlier that morning.
So hear me out. DCF is here. We have to come out for security and all that and our own investigation. Since we were out here earlier and we already know kind of what's going on, we're out here again. Okay? So we would like to come inside so you're not stuck out here and speak to you. He has some questions to ask you.
So my husband does, like, when he's sane, my husband actually has this really strict, like, libertarian constitutional rights kind of thing going. So when he's actually a sane person, which he was until about 2 weeks ago, he is really strict on no one coming into, I mean, I invited you in this morning, but no one coming into the house without a court order.
Okay.
Like, I just want to honor his requests.
Okay, yeah, I'm not, but hear me out with this, okay? I'm just explaining to you and not telling you what to do or anything like that. All right, because everybody has rights. Just like before, how we came out here, we're doing an investigation to see what's going on.
Right.
It's just to continue follow-up of that.
Right.
You're an adult, right? You're the mom of a whole bunch of kids, all right? He's the father, okay? He's at Circles of Care for that, all right? He asked, and that's why he's out here, okay?
I get that, yeah.
And I'm highly suggesting now is the time that you speak to him and see, and like I said, things can turn. Now, hear me out. A lot of times, DCF is not always a bad thing. They come out and they give you, hey.
Our experience has been extremely negative.
I'm sorry for that, but I'm telling you, as an officer doing this for a while, that's not always a bad thing. They come out and they provide resources and stuff, and you probably could use it because you have a lot of kids. Okay, so right now is the time for him just to ask some questions. We're here, and to do that, okay? You're an adult, you're grown up.
Can we speed it up because I do have kids?
Okay, so can we please get this done?
Well, no, because the kids...
What?
No, we can stay out here. We can stay out here.
Laura eventually agrees to bring the children outside one at a time for brief welfare checks, but she still refuses to let officers enter the home. By this point, investigators are more convinced than ever that they need to see what's really hidden behind those doors.
So it's a little play area. There's crayons written all over on the wall. Yeah. Then this is where it takes down. There's a room with the cat litter and there's crap everywhere, feces. And the living room's
Is it
the
just
back.
that one room with those feces?
Yes.
Yeah, it's like a laundry
Just that
room.
room. Yeah, that's all over the floor. And then you get a long
Animal or
hallway.
human?
It was
The
an
cat,
animal.
cat litter box.
Yep. It's like dirt and stuff on the floor.
Any chemicals on it?
I didn't recall seeing any chemicals. And then you go back to the hallway, the living room, and that's where you see the walls torn up and dirty mattress
You
with
guys
stains
didn't
on it.
go upstairs?
No.
Okay.
And then the mattress in the back is dirty.
And one of the younger kids were playing right next to the litter box too. And it was like,
Yeah.
I'll tell you after because it's a long story, but chances are we'll get a motion to into the home.
Yep.
We're going to try and get
Yeah, almost like a warrant.
Yeah. For motion.
Yep.
September 2nd, officers return to the home once again, and it's immediately clear that nothing has improved. In fact, the situation now seems even more unstable, more chaotic, and increasingly dangerous for the children living inside.
So I got a call from multiple people, like he's just drunk in and out the last 2 days. She can't take care of the safe autistic kids. And there's major concerns inside. They never let us inside the house. And I don't know if it's in like deplorable condition. I don't know. I know they were able to briefly in there because we've had so many reports here. So this time he's drunk. He's calling mom a demon, and
So basically, we're just trying to get in
make
contact
sure
with Dad.
and make sure the kid, make sure mom's pregnant. I can't believe it. She's pregnant supposedly again.
But once again, Laura refuses to let them in, and even now, she's still pointing to Nathan as the only problem.
Hi, Laura.
Hi.
Is Nathan here?
He is. Please don't. Please don't. This will make this so much worse. I assume this because my parents called.
Again?
Again? They called?
I don't know.
Oh, then what is this for?
This is for DCF.
And this is because my parents called or no?
Your parents didn't call today.
They did. They said they called like half an hour ago.
They didn't call us.
Okay, so this is from what
DCF responded to or called to us that there's allegations that Nathan is threatening to kill the kids, or
No, what?
that he's
No.
extremely intoxicated.
He's fine. Please go away.
No,
This is
no.
interpreting
Wait,
him.
Laura, you're listen. We're not going to do this. I was very nice last time. Okay, I worked with you guys last time.
He's going to assume that you're here to kill him. He's going to assume that I called
need
you.
to speak to Nathan. I talked to him last time.
Okay, he's going to assume
Okay.
that I called you or that my parents called you because
I'm
he's
not-
assuming that I'm trying to get him killed by police.
I'm going to tell him that you didn't call.
He's
and
not going
nobody
to believe
called.
you. Are you kidding?
He was very cool with me last time. Okay,
He has a
so
false memory that I ran out here in front of you all yelling guns so that you'd kill me. Did I do that?
no, but
He has a false
maybe
memory
I
that
can
I
try
did.
and clear that up for him or help him out with it. Or
He is currently very out of it, as in not physically, like not psychologically here. His mind is not here. He is making up a lot of paranoid delusions, and one of them is that I called the cops so that I can get him killed. If you talk to him,
what changed, Laura?
what
Because
changed?
the
I don't
last
know.
time I was here,
What changed?
you told me that everything wasn't as serious as people were making it out to be.
When did I last talk to you specifically?
Like a week and a half ago. It was August 20-something. I
Okay,
want to say like the
so
26th.
what changed is that I had the welfare check on Tuesday a week ago because my parents called it in, and then he made the assumption because he's not well right now. I'm sorry, I'm gonna like faint over here. I've been dealing with his psychosis and 6 children. He on Tuesday a week ago, when my parents did a welfare check, he made the assumption that I told my dad to call you so that you would kill him. I know that's ridiculous. And then Wednesday morning, he took away my phone. This was 7 a.m. He took away my phone and my laptop and tried to prevent me from seeing the kids. So I called 911 to get him into some kind of psychiatric help. And that was his interpretation that I was trying to kill him. He has a false memory that I ran out at 7 a.m. when there was no police here yet, and shot a gun and did some kind of theater so that I could get him killed. So you all being here is more evidence to him that I am going to try to get him killed. Do you understand my problem? My husband thinks I'm trying to kill him.
Do you understand the problem here yourself? Because I don't think you do.
Okay, please tell me.
We're worried
I'm worried.
about this household.
I'm in with real reason.
So we need. So leaving isn't going to help. Leaving is not going to make this problem go away.
I don't need anything right now except childcare.
But the more she talks, the less it makes sense, and the more questions it raises.
Well, she had all the keys to almost every door in the house around her neck, it looked like.
She locks them in there, and that's like, you can't do that. Even, I get the problem, but if that kid's locked in all day, this one, no job, is honest. And they're smart people. She works in the space industry.
Yeah, they both.
But sometimes that's what they're smart people.
Those are the scariest ones.
Yeah.
Those are the scariest
So how
ones.
to deal with them.
They have that, and they have an immense amount of pressure in their head, and they snap. And when they snap, they snap.
Yeah.
Those
And
are.
having 6 autistic kids.
They're not very cooperative.
Yeah, no.
But
when it starts talking very big on his amendment rights, and then he's thinking that we're here to kill him, there could be...
He was very, very, very submissive and docile when I spoke to him last time.
He's like that, then he'll just get mad all of a sudden.
He never got mad at us.
After Laura is unable to convince Nathan to come outside and speak with police, officers question her again. But it's the same explanation as before, that Nathan is the problem, the children are safe, the home is secure, and the family has everything they need. By now, however, officers know the reality inside that house tells a very different story.
Alright. What are you nervous about going in the house?
I'm nervous because he's going to in the house.
Because I really, honestly, that's so I can just clear this case out and close it out.
You can't close this house down. There's psychosis going on.
So are the kids, now I see all the keys on your, is that how you lock them in the room with them?
Yeah.
How long does your 9-year-old stay in the room typically? And be honest.
She's an early morning riser these days, so she gets up when I get up, which lately has been more like 7:30.
Okay.
And then she likes to just chill in her room throughout the day, and when she chills in her room throughout the day, it's not locked, you know? It's just so she can have a quiet space to herself, because everyone likes their own room, right?
Yeah.
But then when it's bedtime, and bedtime can be anywhere from like 9 till 11, honestly, then we lock her in. Otherwise, she's around the house, you know? Same with this one. You see what he's doing?
Is he locked in? He's got to be locked in his room too?
Yeah, he'll be out in the hallway doing that, turning on enough lights. So he'd be disturbing the whole household if he was going around the house doing this and turning on enough lights.
So what do you do, like, in case of a fire or something? They're locked in a room?
There's fire smoke detectors, and we got the key. I've got the key on me, right? We also have windows, and, you know, it's just a simple key.
Are her windows locked?
No. I mean, some side.
Yeah.
We've got all the smoke detectors, carbon dioxide detectors. We've got all those things.
Eventually, Nathan comes outside to speak with officers himself. But once again, his version of events completely conflicts with Laura's. He claims she's the one terrified of police entering the house, and then he reveals something that changes the entire investigation.
All we need to do is go in real quick, see the kids, and then we'll be out.
All right, inside, I would say I can take all the kids out, but inside, I would just say keep her.
Well, can you show me you can take mom out, so then you can show me the
well,
rooms.
So the rooms. Sorry, I'm going to say why we're worried about the rooms.
Yes, why you're worried.
Why we're worried about the rooms? They both have the separate rooms, but Leo shits on the floor. Okay. He shits on the floor.
So is it like all over his room, probably?
I cleaned it. I'm saying it's clean. What I'm saying is what we got shit on, metaphorically, by the CPS in Georgia, was the room was empty. It just had a bed. No, and I'm like, dude.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. I'm like, he shits on the floor. And we tried to stop me. You see the dude, he just shits on the floor. He likes the fact that it pisses you off. That's what he does. It's like when he pisses on the floor, he shits on the floor, I clean it. So if people don't understand the situation, they get judgmental. So
I understand the situation.
Yeah, so I'm not going to let you in the house until I trust that we're not going to do that tonight. But now I understand. I'm telling you tomorrow, my next step is to go to a lawyer tomorrow. And once I'm divorced, whatever you want for the kids will happen. Okay? Because she's the blocker.
Can I help clarify real quick?
Sure.
So, like I was trying to tell Laura, who I don't know that she really wanted to listen, but we're not here for criminal stuff. We're not here to find a reason to take somebody to jail for any kind of anything, right? We're not here to Baker Act anybody or take
Yeah,
them away.
yeah.
We're not here to take the kids.
Yeah.
We're here because we want to see what the situation is and
Yeah.
say these are the resources that
Well,
we need to offer.
For
to
instance,
help.
one of the things that she does, the kids rip up the walls. And
Yeah,
she
told
refuses.
us.
She refuses to get them fixed because she tells me if CPS sees the walls ripped up, they're going to take them with the kids.
That's not true at all.
So yeah, no. What I'm saying is, I've been telling her, Laura, let's get the walls. We just you can look at 9 months ago. We just moved the walls are perfect, and the kids ripped holes out.
I'll say this in front
Yeah.
of this guy, right?
Yeah.
I have 2 kids at home.
Yeah.
And my kids think it's really funny to put holes in my wall.
Mm-hmm.
They open the door and then they run at the door and body slam the door. They're 3 and 5. They body slam the door and put holes in the wall.
Yeah. So she doesn't get them fixed. I told her months ago we need to get.
I mean,
yeah.
I'm being honest. I stopped.
No,
fixing
no,
them too, 'cause
I
I'm
agree
like,
with you.
it's
What I'm
gonna be
saying is
another hole.
part of the manipulation.
I'm just gonna make a quick phone call.
Part of the manipulation is I say, Laura, let's get the walls replaced instead of this paper mache crap. Let's get hardwood wall. We had it in Georgia.
Yeah.
Oh, I can do that. Okay. Okay. Sure. Okay. No, do it. Do it. Okay.
She said that she has a contractor coming out in the next week. I don't know if she's saying that to make us go away.
Yeah.
Listen.
It's probably bullshit.
I'm gonna explain this to you now. In the state of Florida, we're not like Georgia. In the state of Florida, we don't like taking kids.
Yeah. No.
It's a lot of work. It's a lot of It's a lot of stress on the children. It's a lot of stress on the parents. It's a lot of stress on everybody that doesn't need to be. If it doesn't need to be there,
we're of
do
the
it.
same
So,
mind. We're of the same mind.
Unless we're like, oh God, this kid's gonna die.
As officers move deeper through the house, they try to remain calm and act as if everything is routine, careful not to alarm Nathan or Laura, who still insist nothing is wrong. But before long, it becomes obvious to the officers that they've already seen more than enough.
I'm sure she's dressed.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, she pooped. So I'm gonna go ahead. Who does mean? Usually got.
So she's not potty trained, or
She's like she doesn't care if it's open to her. She just if there's no toilet, she'll just go. If there's a toilet, she'll go.
Plus you have to keep that locked, right? So maybe if she can't go, she's locked in.
Yeah. High five.
How you doing, honey? Can we come in?
Yeah, no problem. It just smells like poop in here.
After 11 p.m., officers return to the residence, but this time, they're not there for questions. They're there to take someone into custody.
Okay, let me go. I'll go get the.
How do you have a police report, by the way, from what actually happened on Wednesday last week?
I can find the. Let me dig and find the
Just
case
please,
number.
we need that.
So, if you go in and you just do a public records request for everything that happened at this house, they'll be able to give you everything.
Oh, fantastic.
So
Thank you.
all of it to
I'm hoping
include
my
today.
actual paperwork will maybe shock him out of this delusion that he's in.
Okay.
I don't know how much he told you about what his theories are about what happened and what's going on.
Yeah.
A lot, honestly. I'm really embarrassed by the state of this house. In Georgia, we had a weekly house cleaner. That's
It's
why
not-
they want me to come in.
It's really not as bad as
We
I've
had a
seen.
weekly house cleaner, and since I've been solo parenting, I haven't been able to keep up.
Yeah. It's been I've been in houses that I'm like, dear God, how do you live? And this house is not that.
Once the home is cleared, officers return to document the scene. And now, there are no more excuses or conflicting stories, only evidence. With every room they inspect, the true conditions those children were living in become impossible to ignore.
Gosh, there's a lot of. Why are there so many police here?
Let's get Nathan now.
Holy shit, are you taking him back?
In the front.
You're arresting me?
Yes.
Oh, okay, why?
So
Why am I under arrest? Can I get dressed?
we're
And can I talk to a lawyer?
you'll have an opportunity to talk to a lawyer, okay?
Okay.
Once the home is secured, officers begin searching the inside. And with every room they enter, the reality of what those children had been enduring becomes harder to ignore.
Why are you arresting me? So you guys believed her.
No, she's already at the jail.
So you guys are arresting both of us.
Yeah.
Yes.
6 counts of child neglect.
Sorry, I shouldn't have trusted you at all.
Officers later report that many of the children's rooms contained little more than small potty training toilets. The children had no direct access to food, water, or basic hygiene. Throughout the house, investigators found exposed electrical wiring, torn drywall, and traces of urine and feces in multiple rooms. At one point, Officers even witnessed one of the children attempting to eat medical marijuana that had been left out in plain view.
But I've definitely seen worse. This is just sad.
Yeah, I'm a little depressed right now about this, seeing this. And then the little girl that lives down in that room, yeah, she was like acting like a dog. Like she was literally using her foot to scratch her ear and stuff. The problem is, like, you can't, the smell, you can't show that on camera, dude. Just like walking into that corner room, I almost puked, dude.
That's for each of the kids' bedrooms? Yes. So they're locked in them? They're locked inside the bedrooms. Because they're autistic runners? Or...
They can't explain. A 3-year-old being locked in a bedroom? A 9-year-old being locked in a bedroom?
Yeah, they can't lock bedrooms.
They're locked in a bedroom. No food, no water. They have little trainer toilets to crap on inside there. Wow. I guess they said like initially the fridge there, like it was maybe like enough food for like 3 people.
On February 20th, 2026, when Palm Bay police respond to a frantic 911 call from Laura after a 1-year-old daughter nearly drowns in the family pool. By the time officers arrive, the toddler is barely breathing and has to be airlifted to the hospital. Laura is taken back into custody, her bond is revoked, and she now faces an aggravated child abuse charge, a felony carrying a potential 15-year prison sentence. The investigation into the family remains ongoing.
Hours later, the Fort Sick couple is brought together again at the jail for processing. Both are charged with 6 counts of child neglect. They're each able to post a $30,000 bond and are released, barred from contacting each other or any of the 6 children. Nathan later speaks to Channel 9, saying he isn't concerned about the charges because, in his words, the kids were raised in a loving home. But even after everything, this isn't the end of their story. On February 20th, 2026, Palm Bay police responded to a 911 call from a distraught mother reporting that her daughter had nearly drowned in their pool.
911 location for your emergency.
That mother is Laura Forsyth.
88 Miller Drive Southeast. Okay, can you repeat that for me one more time? The phone cut out. 1288 Dillard Drive Southeast, Palm Bay.
Okay, and what's going on there?
My daughter fell into the pool, my 1-year-old. I need help. She's breathing, but she's not acting normal.
When officers arrive, the toddler is barely breathing. She had to be rushed out by air to the hospital. Laura is again taken into custody, and her bond is revoked. This time, she faces a charge of aggravated child abuse, a second-degree felony punishable by up to 15 years in prison. After the incident, her attorney clarified that her bond conditions had been modified over time, allowing contact with her husband and the children. The investigation remains ongoing.
We're here for the aggravated child abuse allegations. Do we know how the child's doing, if the child's still alive?
She's okay.